Hi everyone, thank you for watching. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a table in Microsoft Word quickly and easily. Whether you are working on a project, making a report, or organizing data, tables are a great way to keep everything neat and structured. Okay, so we actually have four ways of inserting or creating table in Microsoft Word. So to begin with, I will start with step one. Step one is inserting a table. Inserting a table. So I will open a fresh page. I will use Control N instead of going to File and then New to open a fresh page. I'll just use Control N. N for name. Control and N to open a fresh page. Then I'll go to Insert. Insert, and then I will click on the drop down arrow down, and then I will select here from the grid. I will select from the grid. So I want three, okay, three columns and then three rows. So I will select this. If you want four, 2 or 4, 3, depends on the columns and rows that you want, you select them. So I want 3 columns, 3 rows. Okay, now I've gotten my table. I've gotten my table, so I can just type name, age, location, however you want your title to be. Sorry, then you name it. So mostly the first column is the heading. We use that for the heading. Okay, so now let's move on to this step number 2. So let me go back again with a step 1. So you go to insert table, and then you select from the grid. You select from the grid. You select from the grid. Okay. Okay, so you select from the grid here. All right, so that's it for step 2. So let's begin with the step 2. That's the using the insert table dialog box. Let's go straight to it. Again, you open a fresh page, then you go to insert. The first option that we did is the grid, selecting the row and the column from the grid. The second option is to use the insert table. Inserting table. So you just click on the insert table. Insert table. Here is giving you the number of columns that you want to create, and then the number of rows that you want to create. So let's maintain the settings. You can also as well change this if you want to, but let me leave it as it is. For this side, the columns and the rows, it depends on the number of columns that you want to create or the number of rows that you want to create. Okay, so just an example of it. So you click on OK, and then now it's giving you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns, and then giving you 2 rows. Okay, so that's it for the step 2. Again, let me go over again. You go to insert, then you click on the tables, and then you select insert table. Insert table. A dialog box, a box will open for you, and so you can change this to the number that you want to, how many columns that you want, or how many rows that you want. You just have to change it, and then you are good to go. Okay, so that's it for the step 2. So you can enter anything that you want to here. Can enter anything that you want to decide. All right, so that's it for step 2, inserting table using the dialog box. Inserting table using the dialog box. So that's the second step that I showed you. Step 3 says drawing a custom table. Drawing a custom table. So quickly we open a fresh page, then we go to insert again, and then we click on the table, and then you will see draw table here. You click on it, and then you can draw your table. So you just left click and then drag. Okay, so here you can divide it, the number of rows and columns that you want, and then you do that. But we don't normally use this side because um, the other options is faster than this, so we don't normally use this one, but it's an option that you may need in case you want to add a column. You've already drawn the table, but you want to add a column or a row, you may need to do you may need to use the drawing to do that. Okay, so use the left click to separate the lines, draw the lines, sorry, to draw the lines, and you are good to go. Okay, so that's it for the drawing part. Again, you go to insert, then you click on it, and then draw table. So in between this, if I want to draw, divide it, I just use the draw table to do that. Yeah, so that's it for the drawing of the table. And then we also have the erase that I will talk about, or if you want to um, insert table, we'll talk about that also when I'm done with the fourth step. So that's it for the drawing. All right. Okay, so the fourth one that we are talking about, I will talk about, is the converting text to a table. Converting text to a table. So do you know that you can convert a text to a table? Yes, so I'm coming to show you how to do that. So just type your data anywhere that you want to type, and then you separate it with columns. You separate the columns with tab. You use the tab key to do with that, and then the rows too with enter. Then you highlight it. After highlighting it, then you go to insert table, convert text to table, and that word will format it into a table form for you. So that's what we are coming to do now. So quickly, let me open a new page. Okay, so let me type anywhere, any sentence that comes to mind. Okay, so then I'll use the tab key. I'll use the tab key, go in, then I'll use the tab 2, then I'll use the tab. Don't use space, don't use the tab school. All right, so down I'll use the enter, then I will type again Kwaku, then I'll use the tab is tab, also tab, go in, tab 2, tab school. Okay, so once you are done, you highlight all of them, and then you go to insert, then table, then insert table. Just click on it, insert table. You see that just formatted the word, is now in table. So whatever we entered is in tables now. So that's it for, you can try it as you are watching this video. You can just try it and see, it's not difficult. Just type your word using the tab key to separate the words, and then after that you highlight it, and then you go to insert, and then draw table, and then you are good to go. Now, another thing that you must know is that after drawing any table, let me use this. After drawing any table, okay, so assuming that you've drawn this table, now we have 2 rows. The rows are only 2. So if you want to add, let's say you've typed here, you type here, this is a heading. So you want to type something next. So just use the mouse and then left click at the back here like this. You see the inserting, just use the mouse to click there, and then hit the enter. You see that it's giving you another box. It has given you another box. So you can try that. And try that. And try that. So this one can give you, depends on the columns or the rows, depends on the rows that you want or the column that you want. You can be using that. You can be using it. You can be using it. Okay. So instead of going to insert and then using the drawing to be doing that, you can just use the mouse and then enter here, and then it will be drawing. Okay, so what happens if you don't want this line? What do you do if you don't want, let's say, the first um, row? You don't want the first row. What do? You have to right click it and then delete. You can delete it, actually delete it, or you can use the erase to also the eraser to also erase it. Yeah, you can use the eraser to erase it and design the table in your preferred. Now, another thing that I want us to learn is also that in case you have a table like this and then you want to insert another column or a row, you want to insert another column or a row, we have several ways of doing it, but the easiest one is to use the layout. If you draw any table and then you click on anywhere on the table, you will see the layout option coming. So let's assume that at the top here, I want to create another column. At the top here, top of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I want to create another column. What I have to do is to just click anywhere here and then use this insert above, and it has added the column to it, and I've gotten my row to here. So in between 1 and 2, let's say I want to create another row before the 2. I will just click on the 2 and then I will use this insert left. I hope you got it. Insert left, and then I've gotten my row. So we can use this to play around it. You can use it. So these options are very important that you can do. You can as well split, do anything that you want to do with it. Okay, another thing that you have to know is the designs. If you want to design your table, you can go to design here, and then you choose from the list. To make your work neat. See, choose from the list. If you have a lot of colors, you can choose the one that suits it, or the one how you want your work to be. You can select it and then go ahead and do that. I hope this video was useful. If it was useful to you, please kindly click on the subscription button to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you very much. And before I go, let me go over what we've done. Okay, so I said you're going to use the insert. First one, to use the grid to insert the table. Second one is to use the insert table dialog. You enter the number of rows and columns that you want to, and then you click on OK, and the table will come. Or you can draw the table as well. Okay, so thank you for watching, and bye bye.